Addressed by beloved Saint Germain. Each absorbs according to his development. Blessed be your souls within those dear bodies and the voluntary energies offered me, that builded these ties that bind, heart, soul, conscience, and spirit, in bonds of oneness and love. You pledge to serve the cause of freedom, and pledge to the energies of the physical garments to bring into outer action the glorious vision of the ceremonial activities of the seventh ray. Yet, having secured those bodies, the outer self of many forgot their vows. Can you imagine in my happiness my gratitude for those who have remembered, for those of you sweet and constant spirits who have loved freedom more than your personal enjoyment, more than the following of pursuits and interests which might have incorporated your energy? You who have come year in and year out into the heart of these sanctuaries and temples and have given to the best of your conscience and ability your energies in song and invocation and decrees on behalf of mankind. Dear to my heart are your spirits. Dear to my hearts are the very elements that make up the sweet garments that clothe your soul round. And dear to my heart are those blessed consciousness into which we gradually pouring light, understanding and comprehension, endeavoring in every way to enable you to understand the power within your heartbeat. Oh, beloved friends, accept my gratitude. Accept my hand through the veil. Accept my arms warm around you in an embrace of brotherhood for your service to life, for your love of life, for your willingness to bend your knees before the power of the universe and ask to be shown the will of God. It is in this asking, this invocation, this upward reaching from your soul, that we are granted the opportunity to return on the very beam of your own energy into your world and speak with you, thus making a true and living fact the credo of the Christian Church, where the communion of the saints is affirmed part of the belief of each individual. Beloved heart friends, the vision of tomorrow is incorporated into the energies which you give willingly today. How can I draw into a short space of time all that I would like to say? I am like a father endeavoring to give the entire wisdom of a life lived to a son in a matter of a few moments. Yet somehow I must endeavor to touch that high point of the understanding within the ceremonial ray, that you may take heart and move forward, knowing that there is a beautiful plan and design that shall be externalized, because it is the will of the eternal, and it must be done. We are at the beginning of a new age in which, through the courtesy and kindness of life, I am the Kohan, and will assist you in the religious service which will be manifested in the worship of the next 2,000-year period. You have learned that this is the activity of the violet ray. You have learned that it is the activity of ordered service and ritual. You have learned that it is the activity where mankind, angels and elementals, will again be drawn together in conscious cooperation and hand in hand, walk together along the path of evolution, where they will serve together, build together, the kingdom of heaven on earth, and worship together in ceremonials which your blessed hearts cannot yet conceive possible of manifestation in this third-dimensional plane. Beloved Lord Maitreya has suggested I present to you the plan of evolution from the human kingdom, that the Mahakohan give to you the plan from the elemental kingdom, and Lord Michael, the Archangel, give you the plan from the angelic consciousness, so that you may see that the three are one, and that together they form a great harmonious whole. Beloved ones, we are at the very beginning of this new era. Every great religion, which is extended for approximately 2,000 years, passes through 7 stages. In the very beginning, the divine will is sought, and some individual with light and understanding brings the will of God to the few who are willing to hear. You are at that point today. As there are so many different types of life streams among you, representing the guardian spirits, not only from the planet Earth, from the other planets of our system, and from the sun, but also from the elemental and angelic kingdom, it is difficult for you to receive into your varied consciousness the divine plan as a whole. Each receives according to his own evolution, his own development, his own awareness and capacity to understand, and to him all the others seem perhaps bewildering, uncertain, and confusing in their reception. Let me assure you that as we develop and bring to your conscious understanding the service of the angelic kingdom in drawing and pouring forth radiation, of the elemental kingdom in building, form, and sustaining it, and of the human kingdom becoming the bridge between the angelic and the elemental kingdom, you will understand that there is a place in this great and new activity for every life stream, and this knowledge will one day enlighten the entire mass of mankind. I stood at the beginning of the Christian dispensation and into my arms the beloved Master Jesus, who was to be the first impetus of the entire dispensation, was placed even before his mother received him. I stroked tenderly the soft down of that baby head. I looked into those large liquid eyes that had not yet focused upon the plane of consciousness and shadow into which he had come to function. I touched those petal-soft hands that one day would call the dead to life, and through which would flow the energies by which withered arms would be restored and the blind be made to see. I looked upon that infant form. I declared there did not seem at that hour to be much except faith to carry us forward into the hope of establishing a creed that would become the life-breath of millions. I walked the long way into Egypt with that infant and that beautiful girl bride. I made the first pair of sandals for those baby feet. I listened as my beautiful Mary spoke to her son about the importance and devotion that each man should feel toward the soul of the other men. I learned of the tenderness of the eternal in that simple life. Who would have thought then, as we lived so simply, so as I earned our meager bread as a carpenter, that one day the Christian religion would be accepted by millions? Great edifices would be built, and thousands of voices would join in song and adoration to that small child and his blessed mother. And yet it has been done. I have seen many new ventures, beloved hearts. I crossed uncharted sea with nothing but faith in my heart and a vision in my mind, conscious only of my own soul's light. Many a night as I stood alone on the deck of our small vessel, gazing out over the expanse of the starlit ocean, I wondered if my faith were anchored in truth, and yet the miracle was born and lives. From sea to sea great cities stand, and America is a nation of merit upon our planet this day. I see your hearts, each one. I see the strength and I see the weakness. I see the tenderness in each of your souls, not unlike the down of a baby's head. Yet I know, for now, I see with freedom's sight that tomorrow's world is becoming builded today through the consciousness of individuals willing to sit at the feet of the masters and accept their word, their understanding, their promises, as much of the vision as their blessed minds can accept, as much of the truth as their feelings can absorb. Beloved ones, be of good cheer. How do you think I feel? For many centuries have I tried to establish a world brotherhood where every man will love his neighbor, and where the good of all life will be the paramount feeling within the heartbeat. And even yet, among the chosen, that conscience of separateness abides. Oh, my beloved heart friends, you are building a foundation today just as surely as we, that innocent, humble family in Galilee, builded a foundation in, through, and around a few fishermen, who has become the strength of a dispensation that has lasted for 2,000 long years. As we grow and develop, you will see the exquisite music and ritual that will raise the souls of men and help them to connect for even an instant with that immortal fiery presence which is their divine pattern. You will see come forth through the hearts of the humble and the earnest the designs and plans that are complete in the etheric realm, awaiting the receptive conscience of incarnate sons and daughters of men to be externalized. As the Christian dispensation closes, you will see manifested the seventh sub-ray within the sixth ray, in which a magnificent ceremonial service will be developed through the churches. The Christian churches have developed their ceremonial activities to their greatest height, and now we are in the first sub-ray of the great seventh ray, where all are asking for the will of God. Some say that will is to make a joyful noise unto the Lord. Others say, oh no, it is to breathe rhythmically and harmoniously in the silence. Yet others say, oh no, it is to go forth and teach the word with the tongues of angels. And others say, no, it is embodied brotherhood. Others yet say, I feel it is to be incarnate beauty. Many say that the mathematical precision of the law is truth, the ingoing and the outgoing force of love, and they describe it as the fifth ray man sees truth. We have also those blessed ones whose devotion is so great, and they say, no, the ceremonies must be completely devotional. Do you see? And yet all are right, for all are of the seven great rays now combining. To those who will be patient, to those who will allow each life stream the development of its own momentum gathered through the centuries, I will show what a combination of the seven types of perfected life streams working together can do, not only in worship but in individual God mastery. What is religion in its final essence, but a way to find the connection with God, and in that finding each man to become a God incarnate? It is not God, nor the angels, nor the masters of light and wisdom who require adoration or redemption. It is man who requires the connection with his God self and the intelligent direction of its consciousness in order to be free. Freedom means the ability to incorporate into the energy of one's own inner body whatever is necessary to become master of thought, of feeling, and of all manifest form. How I would love to take you individually or in groups, say for 1 month, and show you the power of the sacred fire within your own hearts. I am an alchemist, you know. For many, many centuries previous to my own ascension and freedom, I worked on alchemy, on transmuting various elements through the action first of the physical fire, and then at the direction of my teacher, through the drawing of the sacred fire. And there my momentum within the use of the violet consuming flame was built, which is the highest form of alchemy. It is simply changing the quality of energy through the invocation of the qualified power of purification, through the use of the sacred fire which sets you free. Oh, beloved ones, accept the power within the heartbeat to set you free. If I could only in some manner convey into your feelings the power within one electron as it passes, pure and perfect, from the heart of your presence into your physical heart, and then out into your own world. Yet that stream of electrons flows so rapidly from your presence that there is no outer mechanical means that could catch a single atom or electron in its flight. That constant stream of light flowing into your heart and out into the world is for the most part not used, because you do not know the power of healing, the power of supply, the power of light, the power of love that is within your own beating heart. O beloved ones, contemplate in the silence of your own room the power of God that is within you. As it flows, allow it to transform your world. I shall endeavor to help you, for you are my representatives. You are the life streams that mankind can see. Your bodies, your worlds, your consciousness represent my teaching, my world, and my very self. I am dependent upon you to mirror that which you have received through the years from me. It is not easy to remain behind the veil and to await the caprice of the outer self, but I am so desirous of showing in manifest form the perfection of light which I see within the pattern for each life stream. I plead with you, in the name of all that is good and holy, arise in the mastery and dignity of your own godhood. Wear the robes of freedom which I give to you. Use the power of the sacred fire to clear your world of obstruction, and linger no longer in these accumulations that are but the shadows of past misuse of energy. I am Saint Germain. So be it.